want to welcome you. I don't know why. All right, sorry about that, guys. Hey, I am Shantae with Completely Crafted by Shantae. I want to welcome you to the last Christmas in July live. We'll definitely be doing some more Christmas things, but for Friday, I don't normally do lives on Fridays. My lives are normally on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. But for the month of July, I have done a Christmas theme project. So tonight we're going to do a Santa Claus hat. Now I did start it only because there's a lot of pieces, and when I've done three, I did one for Halloween and I did one for Christmas just to time myself, and it took a minute. So I thought, let me do some of it beforehand so that I don't have you guys on too long. So I'm going to change my view. Let's see. All right. So when I did I did this, and it's not finished yet. I'm still have to do some stuff. So here's the one I started for Halloween. Can you see that? I still want to add some embellishments. So with this one, I think they're like 58 pieces of mesh, I think. But then when I did the Santa one, this too is not finished. I was just trying to get an idea. This is the one I started for Christmas. I think I did 53 pieces of mesh for this one. Now I've done Santa hats in the past, and I wrapped the frame with the mesh, and so it was more flat. But I thought, well, get a little bit of little body to it, give it some dimension. So I decided to do some crunches to it. So the base of it, if you can see it from the back, I've done 2 rows of the white, and now I'm going to work on the red. Now I used 10-inch mesh for the project, and I cut them at 12 inches. So last year when I did them, I used pipe cleaners, and it was a lot. So this year I decided to use zip ties. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I'm just curling it. And I'm going to start adding to the side. Come on in and say hello. When I did the first one, I kept missing the form, and so I would tie it, but I wasn't tying the mesh. I wasn't tying it to anything. So I don't know how many pieces of zip tie I wasted because I didn't have it on right. All right, so I'm just putting 2 on the side, and then I'm going to, on this rail here, I'm going to add 6 of the red. And just so that I can remember how many I put, I'm going to pull up my zip ties. So I'm talking and getting distracted, and I don't realize how many I put. turned this backwards only because when I did the others, it, you know, the mesh would stick to my clothes, and so I don't like that. Hopefully everyone had a good week. It has been crazy. But my husband was sick for 2 days. He's still a little under the weather today, but he's much better. He's up and about today. So that's good. Because you know how they get when they get sick. I only had a little bit left of each roll, so, you know, depending on how it looks, you know, I might go back in and just add in, because you want it to be full. The flat ones that I did last year were such a great hit, and I didn't have that many work forms. And they were nice, but they hurt. Wrapping the mesh around the form started to bother my hand. So I couldn't do as many. I think I probably did 2 fall and maybe 3 Halloween, I think, or maybe 4 Halloween. I didn't do any. Oh, I started to do the Christmas, the Santa ones, and actually they're in my storage room where I store all the finish wreaths, because I wanted to work on it this year. So I'll have to remember to bring those out and finish those up. Oops. All right, so we got our first row. Just cut this little straggler. All right, so now for each one that I do, I make sure that I do the sides as well, just so that it helps keep the shape of the hat. Oh, let me get 2. Couldn't get my laptop to work, so if there's anyone on Facebook, I apologize. I can't see the comments because my laptop is not working for me today. I probably should just have my husband bring his laptop home when I do my lives. So then, you know what? I'll have to make a note, because then I'll have it so that I can read, and I can see both Facebook and YouTube. All right, so now I'm going to do the next ring. Again, I hope I cut enough. There's not much left on the roll, so I'm assuming that I did cut exactly what I needed. I have to deliver a wreath tomorrow. The customer is, in the next county, and I was like, I'll save you some shipping. I'll just bring it to you. Since, Hobby Lobby and Michael's are in that area, I was like, I can, I need to go in that direction anyway, so I can drop it off. And then the custom order that I did on the live on Wednesday, I'll get that shipped out tomorrow as well. Just need to get it boxed up. I thought I saw some stragglers. All right. 2 more. I've been using a digital planner for a few months now. Just because I was just trying to, I'm definitely, I like to write things out. I like for things to be on paper. So it was just, my planner was big, then I had my laptop and I had my iPad, and then I would have my notebook. It was just too much and my bag was getting heavy, so I decided to try to go the digital route. And I ordered this planner off of Etsy. There is definitely a learning curve, but I have been watching several YouTube videos, and I have learned so many tricks. So I was getting frustrated, and I was thinking, should I buy a different planner because this isn't, giving me everything I need? But I think I may have a hang of it. So I've already got my things, the schedule up for August. And so now I just need to just plug in what I actually want to get done. Because I'm visual, I like for things to be pretty. But I also want to be able to make sure that, the posts that I am doing, that I'm not duplicating anything, and I'm making sure that I'm putting them on all the platforms that I need them to be on. So tomorrow, after I make my deliveries, I'm going to spend some time trying to at least get the first 2 weeks scheduled so that I have a game plan. And I'm taking off one day to get my supplies, because even doing this wreath, I was like, I don't have as many accessories or attachments that I thought I did. I have lots of greenery, but I don't have too many like these little cute attachments. So when I was in Hobby Lobby this past weekend, they were just starting to put Christmas out. They have all fall ready to go. But they were I saw just peaks of some Christmas supplies. So we'll have to see what they have available. Alright, so we're finishing off this section. You can see it's taking the shape quite nicely. One of my friends who's also a fellow crafter, she does paper crafts. She's a silhouette girl. I'm more of a Cricut girl, but I won't hold that against her because I love her. We're going to go over to be her test dummies because she's teaching classes, and she just wants to see, or she's starting to teach classes, and she just wants to see how the flow is for this one particular project. So I can't wait to get to do that. Right. 2 more. All right, the last one for this row. I'm never a hot person, but when I was down here earlier cutting the pieces for the project, I was getting warm, and I was telling my husband, I was like, I know. I was like, am I getting sick, or am I having my own personal summer? I was like, I don't want any of the above. But I'm like, something's not right, because normally I'm freezing. Oops. All right, so now we're just gonna go to that next ring. So I don't know. I was like, I don't like this. We got to figure it out. So I know that because I can hear it. And while I'm not, I'm not hot, I'm not freezing like I normally am. So I just don't want to be sick because my husband has been sick, although we've been staying away from each other. It wasn't COVID, but I was like, I don't want to be sick, but he's all stuffy right now. We are almost finished. I need to rush home. I need to make sure that I'm home by early afternoon because one of the groups I am in, they're doing this, have had their summit. Started yesterday, it's today, and it ends tomorrow. And they're going to be talking about, craft shows and things tomorrow. So I want to make sure that I hear all about any tips they may have. I have a few underneath my belt, but it's always good to get information. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I cut enough. I might need to cut. I may not have cut enough. I feel like I am at least one short. So I'll see once I get once I get this one well, maybe not. Maybe not. All right, that's nice and full. So now I'm going to do the two sides and the one, although I feel like last time I put two. See, this is the thing. Every time I do one, I do it differently. So there's no rhyme or reason. Well, a little bit. It's just, I think the last time I did it, I was watching TV, so I wasn't really paying attention. And like now I'm talking, and so I'm not paying, attention. My goal is just to make sure that this is full and you don't have any holes. I think we might be good though, because I am also planning on maybe either putting a little small bow at the top or putting a little accent up there. So we shall see. The zip ties are much easier to put on. I just have a heck of a time making sure they're in the right direction when I'm trying to tighten them. All right, so then I'm going to put this last one up at the top, and then we can make a bow. I'm on a mission. I told my husband starting August 1st, no more eating out for me. He can eat out, but for me, my goal is to not have to eat out anymore. So when I go shopping tomorrow, I'm going to make sure that I have enough so that I can make some for lunch. I have some recipes for the crock pot so that I don't necessarily have to cook every night, but at least, have some things prepared. All right, so can you see the hat? Does it look like a Santa hat? All right, so let's see let's make a bow. I'm going to make a little brim, I guess you can say. So you can see, like, from here to here, you'll know that that's the beginning and end of the, I always cut too much. And because I love polka dots, that's what we're going to use. I'm going to have this tucked away, but just in case it's seen, I'll finish it off a little bit. And I'm just going to attach this to the corner of the frame. I'm not going to tighten it per se, because I want to see how much I need on the other side. Just looking for the crossbars. Something just beeped. I don't know what that is. All right, so I don't want it tight. Just so we have a little definition as to where the hat brim starts. All right, then I'll make a nice bow. Maybe add some accessories. We'll see. All right, let's do stripe. Oh, you know what? See, I would have thrown it in the trash. Let me get my push pin. Because I thought I saw it. So just moving it out just a little bit. I'm gonna do 10-inch tails. I'm glad I closed my craft room door because my husband is on the phone and I can hear him. It's like, sure, you're loud. All right, I'll do the smaller polka dots. This one is going to be all red and white. I'm not going to do any other color. Then I'm going to add the Santa print. I don't know where I got this one. I like this. Oh, Carolina Pottery. All right, then I'm going to do just one little center bow, again with the polka dot. A little loop. I like to use the longer zip ties with this So I make sure I get underneath it all the way. Pipe cleaner. I'm just going to put my pipe cleaner behind the zip tie before I close it up. All right, so I'm going to have to turn them around my way because I can't do it the other way. I'm just going to attach it. Oops. All right, fluff it out a little bit. Then I'm going to trim my edges here. Might probably make a smaller version of this for the top. All right. Can you see that? All right. I was thinking about initially putting this poinsettia up at the top, but maybe I can add it to the bow. So I'll do a smaller version of the one I just did. I'll just do an 8-inch tail. And instead of 6-inch, I'm going to do 5. I'll start at 5 because I don't want it to be too big because it's at the top. Ooh. Disaster diverted. Almost cut off something I didn't want cut off. Okay. Sometimes when I do my bow, this doesn't seem like it's even. All right, get my Santa ribbon. I don't know how many areas have the Mega Million, I think, or Powerball, but what, I think it's Mega Million. Well, evidently it's up pretty high. So hopefully I get a winner tonight. The Santa ribbon is nice and thick. All right, then I'll do one last small center bow. Make sure the tails are in the right direction. I have a mat that I stand on over here, but I did not. While it grips the floor, it always moves. And so I'm not fully standing on it, and my back is starting to kill me. Right. Got some fuzz. All right, so let's add this little guy up to the top. Actually, I'm going to put him on this ring in the top right here. Now I'm just going to fluff out my bow a little bit. And then I can trim the tails. All right, we'll look to see if I want to add. I just saw that scrap. All right. All right, I gotta look at it myself. Sorry, because it's upside down. I'm trying to think if I want to add him like right in here. Let's see. What does that look like? Oh, that's cute. I can do that there. And then maybe add a couple of these to the bottom one. Let's see, can I get that up? Of course, course, it's so sticky. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. All right, there we go. All right, so let's see. Now I'm stuck to my nail. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have these little peppermints. We can add those in here. I'm not going to attach them because I think I might switch it up. I may not use this, but just want to get an idea of what it would look like if I did. Do one from the bottom. I don't know about that. Let's see. I think I need a little bit more. I need something to a pop of color. So I'll figure out what I have in my stash, because I think I need more than just this red and white. So I will post a photo of the finished project when I add the accessories to it. So I'm going to take these two out. I think I'm going to keep the poinsettia in at the top. I like that accent, but I don't like the bottom. Oh, there's an extra piece. All right, so here is my Santa hat, and I may or may not. Maybe I just keep it simple. I may not add anything to the bottom one, or if I happen to go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow and they have another one of these red poinsettias, I can add those, because I got this last year. I did a mannequin for a show last year, and it was all red and white, and I used a couple of these poinsettias in that project. So all right, so here is our finished project for today. This is our Santa hat. We used it. It was a witch's. Hold on, I'll put the photo so you can see me. This was a witch's hat, witch's work form that I got from the Dollar Tree last year, at the end of last year, and so I made a little Santa hat. Well, it's a little big. It's a big Santa hat because it's really full. So here's a cute project to put in for. I'm making it specifically for a craft show that I have in October, because they were such a great hit last year. Although I did the format just a little bit different. I'll do both designs for the show, but I thought I would try something different for tonight. I thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you next Wednesday at 7. Be sure to say hey if you're watching the replay. I appreciate that love as well. You guys have a great week, and I will see you soon.